So, today I'm out at a Guardian Ruins site. Done many of these before, I've done videos on them before too. The unusual thing this time is it's actually a daylight, full daylight, not twilight. So as you can see, here is the site in front of me as I'm coming down to land. You can actually see the whole site, you can see where I'm going, you can even see where some of the artefacts are. The strange patterns on the ground, I don't really know what they mean. That's something of the Guardians, obviously. You see the fields of obelisks dotted around the site. The berms, that is the earthen embankments leading around. Normally I have to do these in the dark, so it's really quite nice to be doing with the daylight where I can see what I'm doing. And see the colours and textures of everything properly. I've selected a suitable landing point. They are in the Type 6 transporter, which is probably the largest ship you can really land at every Guardian site. There's sufficient capacity to clear artefacts from as many sites as I need. Just configuring the SRV now. Right, so we're looking for artefacts today. My goal this time is to take a project that I took previously about 2 years ago, where I visited several Guardian sites and collected all the artefacts I could find. I'm going to expand it sector wide. As now the fleet carrier, I have the capability to go much further, project my influence much wider. This orb here has rolled away from the stones it normally nestles amongst. I don't quite know how that happened. Maybe a seismic event on the planet, perhaps. I don't know. As I'm right next to the ship, I'm going to put it in the ship now. The SRV can only carry 4 items. It's a great pain. You have to keep going back to the ship and unloading. So by doing this, I'm freeing up all the cargo space I've got in the SRV. As I drive further and further, why can't I transfer it? Okay, we're not quite in the right position. That's why I'm going to move a little bit. That's better. Now we can do it. Yeah, plonk out the ship. Oh, we need to do that. Right, let's go and find some more. Now, I've recently discovered that the wave scanner, the instrument in front of me here, can actually detect the Guardian artifacts. I was used to the energy signature you can see on it now, which is a normal Guardian energy signature that you get whenever at a Guardian site. What I didn't realise is there are actually variations in that signature. Some artefacts anyway, caskets don't always trigger it, as you can see there's one there. It's also escaped from its stones. There's a bit of a pattern here. Something over here, what's this? Tablet. That one's still amongst its stones. If I can get it all, got it. Okay, get off the stones. But there are actually disruptions in that signature which will pick up when an artefact is ahead of me, present. I didn't realise this until now, because it makes it a lot easier to locate the artefacts rather than go purely by sight, as I used to do previously. You see where there's a gap in the signature there, look. A small group to the right. And what I'm doing now is turning the SRV around. Oh, there's two separate signatures there. Look at the gap between them. Means there's 2. I can see one of them from here. See the telltale network of stones. And there's another one as well over there. I can see 2 of them. Right. This one is a totem, and it's still nestled among its stones. Now, rather than trying to get that from here, rock in it, put a bit of battle weapons. Okay. Blow away the rocks around it. Nice to get rid of that one. That's the one on the other side. If I destroy the rocks around it, I can retrieve it. If you notice there in the foreground is another item. Isn't there? Looks like another casket. Just sitting there on the ground. I'm going to go and get that now. No, the signature is picking up on the wave scanner. That's an urn. That's escaping the stones and all that. Some kind of seismic disturbance on the planet must have loosened everything. Okay, here we go, you see. Reached 4 items and I can't get anything else in the SLV, so I've got to go back to the ship and unload them. It does get a bit frustrating because you'll often find other items on the way back to the ship. You've got to memorise where they are, find your way back to that point to go and collect them. There's a drop there though in front of me. Something else has escaped from the stones. Whatever it is, was a casket, and it's just sitting there and I can't pick it up because I have a full cargo hold. Like the white dot on the radar. So I'm going to get back to the ship. The more of these sites I do, the more effective I get at it. And the more blasé I get with it too. As I later find to my cost, as I get a bit too cocky, but there we go. You'll see that in a minute. Those things there are obelisks. I will scan one a little bit later just so you can see what they actually do. Their purpose is to provide Guardian data, which is used to unlock various Guardian items in the game. Now, after 3 years of playing, I've unlocked just about everything, every Guardian item in the game already, so I've got access to everything now. The actual use of the artefacts in the game is for certain missions they use to decode logs and decrypt information from the obelisks. Here I'm just looting the place really, I'm just finding every artefact I can. Call me an archaeologist if you want. Just finding everything I can and ooh, that's what happens when you get too cocky. Now I'm sitting on top of the artefact I wanted to collect. And I can't, oh there is. Orb! Hovering in the air. They sometimes do that, I don't quite know why. I've seen urns do it as well. Something magical in their Guardian properties make them levitate or something. Right, notice there's no signals out here, so clearly there's nothing else out here. See that constant sweep, but that's the baseline signature. It's when that varies slightly that there's something there. Okay, if I look at the obelisk, most of these are dead, but there are active ones amongst them. This one's active, it's lit up. What I'm doing now, I'm just checking that the data link scanner is actually configured on this SRV, and it is. So I've just got to access that. Okay, what we do is approach the obelisk, go up close to get a targeting indicator, like that. Note the symbols. Just scanning the obelisk now. They've got some pattern beta obelisk data. Now those two symbols indicate the two artefacts you need to have in the SRV to enable the decode of the information. That's only during a certain mission. I can't remember what those two are. I think one of them's an urn and a... can't remember. That was a casket and a totem, I believe. I'll have to look it up. It's been a while since I've done that mission. More pattern beta. Woohoo! I don't actually need the data, I'm just doing this for the video so you can see what the obelisk's actual purpose is. There's a lot of obelisks at a ruined site, many of them are dead. There'll be a handful that are active. What data they give you is random, different patterns. And the Guardian tech brokers require them, among a whole lot of other Guardian stuff, to unlock the various items in the game. So. I didn't want to go down there, oops, but I'm here now. Those two dots on my radar are the two active obelisks I scanned. As I've scanned them, they appear on the, I'm just checking again, that's what they are. Once I scan, they appear on the radar and they keep on reappearing on the radar. Again, a bit of a red herring. Once I scan, they won't give me any more data once I've got the data they've held. Keep appearing on the radar to fool me. running in front of me now. Now the wider the profile, the further away it is, and as I get closer to it, like anything else on this wave scanner, it gets narrower. I remember if you've seen videos of me prospecting the surface for materials, and you're finding, ooh, a relic. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. Get that. Relic. Fascinating item. It's a kind of crystal, but it's programmed with nanobot technology, which is what causes it to glow. They seem to function as both a power source and some sort of computer device, various Guardian equipment. The exact nature of how it works is not understood. Just going to go back to inventory. I've got 3 items on board, so I'll move one more. Just gauging how much I can collect before I go back to the ship again. It's very annoying when I'm quite close to the ship, but obviously as these sites are quite large, some of them are, and I'm at the other side of the site, the other end of the site, 800 metres or more from the ship. It's a long way back to the ship, and then back out to where I was to continue collecting things. Now there's another signal there. See the gap in a separate group, and it's probably, it's not a relic. Maybe it is. I don't know what it is actually. It's not that close. It's not up on top of here, certainly. It's certainly not very far from here. Just making sure there's nothing else up here. There normally isn't. Where is it? It's not that big either. There. It's definitely not far away now. It's getting. This is actually. Things are getting narrower and narrower as I get closer to it. Oh, there it is. Orb, is it? Looks like an orb. Yes, it is an orb. No, I can't get to it there. Let's get these stones out of the way. I'm very careful not to shoot the orb in the process. Yes, I have destroyed artefacts in the past, doing a bit careless doing this. No, you don't want to know what my response to that was. Oh, now I'm going to get stuck on the rocks. That rock needs to go. Yeah. Alright, let's try again. Let the parking brake off, I might be able to move. There we go. And back to the ship to unload. Now the challenge with these ruined sites, as you can see, is the terrain, the landscape, the ditches, the berms, the uneven ground. Oh, SRV gets a bit of a hammering doing this. This particular site's got a large flat area. There are sometimes flat areas you can bomb across, but most of it you've got to take it a bit steady. Transfer that lot. 9 items of the ship now. This is the first site I've done today, so everything in the ship's come from here. Many of these planets have as many as 3 ruined sites on them, plus a structure, so 4 sites in total. There are planets in the galaxy that have even more sites than that. Some have 4 ruins and a structure, but I'm not doing any of those, not in this sector. Okay, we're just turning the SRV around to use the wave scanner to see what else I can pick up, and I'll drive around until I see something else. Of interest, that little signature at the bottom of the scale is a rocky mineral signature from the planet. It's not a Guardian signature. The Guardian signature at the top end of the wave scanner, you can see. Metallic signal, I'm really not interested in metallic meteorites today. I've got more than enough materials from that. What's over here? Note the signal just stops, even though you can see the embankment and the stone buttresses to hold it up. That just tells me there's nothing to find over there. Although the site continues over there, there's nothing there. No energy, nothing. And what's over here? It's following the signature, finding the easiest point to get over this berm. What's up here? Not much. Just look around again. Eyeball mark. Oh, what's this? A totem. Yeah, totems tend to be nestled among a rock quite tightly and very hard to get without removing the rocks first. And I'm stuck on the rocks again. So get the totem. Right. What else? There's something else over there, look dead ahead. This part of the site is extremely bumpy. Relic. There it is. I'm just going to pause for a moment so you can see how the relic actually moves in its tower. It doesn't just sit there, it rotates, it moves up and down, it sort of floats in the middle of the pillars. Fascinating, very otherworldly. We as humans still are nowhere near understanding the full potential of what the Guardians created. Meanwhile, I'm going to pick that up and they do other uses in the game. They've been used in Archaeology War. Oh, there's a casket over there, I can see it. There ain't no rock, it's too square. It's the wrong colour. I'll have that too. What's over here? Absolutely nothing. Interestingly, the relic towers produce a signature even after I've removed the relic from it, which is again another red herring. The signature keeps coming up on the scanner and you have to remember if it's actually a relic tower that I've already done, or if it's something I haven't discovered yet. Let's get up here and have a look around over here. What's up here? Now this area is very hard to traverse. It's the concentric berms around that platform in the middle there. And there's usually something hidden amongst it somewhere. But where? Well, not around here obviously, because there's no signal. What about out there? Usually with this, there's this gap in the berm so you get out to the outside. There's some time. What the? That rock is levitating. Did I just imagine that? Nope, it's in mid-air. Wait, saw it here first. The Guardians certainly have powers, don't they? I've seen urns levitate and orbs, so I've never seen a rock do it, but they now have. It's not even a Guardian rock, it's a normal rock. At least I think it is. It's not blue and glowing, so... Yeah, it's still there, it's still levitating, it's not moving at all. It's really, really creepy, that is. The signal continues across the spectrum pretty much around here. And there's a relic on top of that platform, I know there is. Just heard it activate. Yeah, the little white symbols appear on the radar for it. White line indicating it's above ground level. Let's get up there and retrieve that. Some obelisks up here. Can't do any of them them are active. Oops. Let's get that. I think that'll probably fill me up for the moment. Yep. Now there is an advantage here. This platform here has a, I call it a highway or road bridge, land bridge if you like. It's a long berm that takes me from here all the way back to where the ship is. It's the reason I park the ship where I do, at this layout of site. And many of the ruins in this sector seem to be this layout. It's a very quick way, like an expressway back to the ship from that part of the site. Quite nice when I finally get to that part of the site because I can start moving about a bit more quickly. Those two buttresses are put there just to make life harder for me so I don't drive straight off the end. Yeah, the paint job's a blatant advert for Lake-on Spaceways, I know. Called salvage red. Red and yellow. Red background with yellow markings on it. Salvage is technically what I'm doing. Right, let's go back to where I was and have a look around. I'm sure there's more stuff. I know there's more stuff up there. I can see a drop to the left. Look. Drop by terminite where there's an item sitting there. It is. There's a tablet. Escape from the stones again. As you can see, this site's a bit different. I mean, there's several items of escape from the stones. There's a rock levitating in midair. What other weird and wonderful things will I find? Only time will tell. There's a signature there. Or was it two signatures? In fact, one's a relic tower that I've already removed the relic from. You can see him from quite a distance away, so you know as I balance precariously on the edge of this bone. What else is there? There's something. Oh, dead ahead, I can see a drop. I'm just looking for any more signatures. Nope, there isn't. There's one. How do I get over there is a question without bouncing around those ditches. Get up on top of here. Go along here, I can see it to the left there. Just by the pillar of this SRV you can see, I can make out this distinct outline of an object amongst some rocks. There I can see it there, I'm just going to point out for you. There, the targeting reticle is there, is an item. Just looking around carefully and slowly, there's often something down there, but not this time. Just take a quick survey round, what else can I see? That one in the middle of that flat area I'm pretty sure I found earlier. Right, that's probably looks like a casket from here. Let's go and check it out. Get the buttress at the end so I don't drop off the end of the berm. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? It is a casket, I can see it. Yeah. And now the white markers appeared on my radar for it. Got that. Right. What else is there? Whatsoever. Look at this. This area is a nightmare to get around. Right, not seeing anything else on the signals. Base load signal across the board, that's normal. Take a quick drive around here, see if there's anything else I haven't found. That rock is actually on the ground, it's plausible, I suppose. Where do we go next? Let's try to find the least bumpy route over these earthworks. And I go, no, don't go down the ditch. It's quite awkward to get out of there if you never know. Yes, I know that. What's in front of me? One of those signatures of a ship. That large metallic object we picked up on the scanner. The upper half of the wave scanner is generally metallic signals such as ships and other things. The Guardian materials are quite unusual. There's some metals that we don't really fully understand, hence the top band signatures that they generate. The lower band is rocks and other minerals. I'm not prospecting for them today, so I'm ignoring it. That's just like background signals on the planet. Where are we now? Just got 2 items there. What we got in the ship? I'll go a quick look around. I'm not quite positioned. Let's have a look what we got. 15 items. Just only found around 20 items at one of these sites, but not every site's different. So I feel we find a little bit more, some we find a little bit less. I'll have to get a quick scout round with the wave scanner, but I don't think I've missed anything. So, now you can only do this at daylight, you can't do this when it's dark, by night time here. There's something over there, or did I find it earlier? I don't remember. I've got a bit over there already. Or have I? I can't remember. I think I have been over there. It's hard to remember where you have and haven't been. Tyre tracks get erased pretty quickly, so they're not always reliable. That interesting pyramid-shaped structure they put there. I think I found that thing at the side of there. Yeah, I did. One around the other side of that rounds area, but I don't know if it's... To be honest, I don't really can't be bothered to go and look, to be honest. If there's one item there, it's a bit of a drive, and for one sake of one item I think I'll say to hell with it. I don't think I'm going to find any more. That will do for today.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Let's go off to the next system, see what we find there.